What's up, internet people? It's your boy Savage, and today I'm bringing you some gameplay of Safeguard on the map Evac during the Black Ops 3 beta that recently closed. It was on Xbox One, PS4, and PC, and Xbox recently just ended on September 31st, I believe it was. It could have been the 30th, but I'm pretty sure it was the 31st. Today this video is going to be a little bit about some of the pros of the Black Ops 3 beta and what I thought on things such as kill streaks, perks, guns, the maps, and just everything Black Ops 3 in general. The first thing I want to talk about is the bullet registration on Black Ops 3. It feels pretty close to the Black Ops 2 bullet registration. Hands down, it is a lot better than the past, couple Call of Duties, Ghost and Advanced Warfare. So, I mean, that feels good. So when you shoot somebody, the bullets do register. It's not like you can get killed, behind walls when you turn corners of things, and that's happened to me a lot in the past. You turn around a corner and you get shot like 2 feet past the corner when the bullets are already still hitting you from like 10 years ago. But that's a good thing. Bullet registration. If you don't get your bullets to register and you miss a lot of kills, or you start to rage, and it leads to just bad days and you not wanting to play the game. So that's the first thing. So bullet registration. Another thing I want to talk about is the pace of the game. Black Ops 3 actually felt pretty fast to me. A lot of people disagree with me, but to me it feels a little fast, but it's not that fast. So to me it's like a good medium. So it's pretty balanced to me. So the games go fast, but they're not as fast as Advanced Warfare. So it's kind of like a good balance in between. Another thing I think is a good pro of the Black Ops 3 beta, I would have to say the colors of the map. They're pretty dynamic. There's a lot of brightness. As you can see right now, the greens are really green and vibrant. The maps are really bright just because of like the lighting and all the stuff. They're a little different. They're not stale like one color maps and just boring maps in general, like previous Call of Duty games. Because if you keep seeing the same colors on the maps, it kind of gets boring. There's different just colors everywhere in this game. Just colors galore on this game. Another thing I want to talk about is the specialists. A lot of people think they're overpowered. I disagree. I think it's the specialists added on are pretty cool. No matter what specialist you get, they're going to be strong. Hence why they're a specialist. They're meant to be strong. But the good thing about them is, there's no extra health to people. I mean, there is a specialist that gives you like armor and stuff. But that aside, the specialist, if you get the specialist, which could be like the Annihilator or the Vision Pole, stuff like that. If you get it and you're gonna use something, and if you get killed, the specialist goes away. So it's not like it's overpowered. It can't be stopped. It can be stopped. Besides that, I say the specialist. There's a wide variety. I feel like every specialist has an offensive specialist ability and a defensive. One thing could be like the visionaries, like an offensive type of thing, the vision pulse, and the defensive is the vision pulse, and the offensive is going to be like I forgot what it's called, but it's the bow and arrow one. So I feel like every class has an offensive specialist and a defensive, which I like a lot. Another thing I like in the Black Ops 3 beta, or Black Ops 3 in general, is the swimming aspect of the maps. It brings something a little bit different. We've had the dashing, the boosting, the jetpacks, and all that stuff, but we've never had swimming. Swimming is kind of cool. The reason why is just it adds something different. It's never really been in any other games. It brings a lot of games have a lot of like we're gonna throw in, we'll say Advanced Warfare, where you can jump really high with the boosting and stuff, and everything is kind of like everything's brought up on the high aspect. We want you to go high. In this game, that actually lets you go high with the boosting, which is not too bad, which I believe is another thing that's good, is, the boosting, because it's balanced. But the depth of going down, you can actually go down and stuff. So they brought the elevation of high and the depths of going down, so swimming. And it's really cool because you can traverse maps not only from wall running, boosting, or jetpacks, or however anybody wants to call it, but swimming. So I think that's something that's a little bit different, and I like it. This game brings you a lot of different aspects from wall running, jumping, swimming, climbing. There's just all kinds of things, which is pretty cool, and it's a lot of diversity, which I really like. It's not a stale game. You're getting tons of different ways to play the game. You're kind of quote unquote immersed in the game. I really liked it. It brought back a lot of the Black Ops 1 feel to me. So another thing I thought was pretty cool, even though in the beta it was kind of broken, I didn't get to use it a whole lot because it was a little bit broken and didn't work a lot. I played the PlayStation 4 beta, and for the majority of that, it was pretty messed up. You couldn't really see anything. But I got a chance to play the Black Ops 3 beta on the Xbox One, and I did get a chance to use the paint shop, and it seems like a lot of people are having fun. Some of the camos and paint shops things that I've seen people create are just it's like crazy. I never thought some of the things could be built. It could be designed. So people are having a field on that, and that's something I really like. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe some of the gun stuff. I know people are gonna disagree with me a lot on this. I feel like the guns are pretty diverse, and the guns do what they're supposed to. And what I mean by that is ARs and assault rifles. Assault rifles are assault rifles, and subs are subs. Finally, and what I mean by that, because you might be a little confused, what I mean by that is ARs are long distance range guns. That's what they're for, and that's what they're good for in this game. Is if you get in a long range gunfight, the ARs win, and they dominate a sub at long range. Some people can disagree just because the Razorback. The Razorback is a submachine gun, but when the PlayStation 4 beta came out, that gun was shooting across the map and outgunning any AR that was available. But they patched it, so it's not as effective at range. It can be possible still, but you have to learn how to control it, and you got to use it smart. And the subs are subs, and what I mean by that is the Kuda, for example. When you get close up and personal with that Kuda, you're going to destroy people. If they have a CUDA, obviously, it's a 50-50. But if you're close to somebody and you have a submachine gun, you're just going to do it, you're just going to melt up somebody. You're going to, just run straight through them, and you're going to have a field day on them. But long range, something like the CUDA, it's pretty impossible to get, I wouldn't say impossible, it's pretty hard to get a kill at long range with a submachine gun. So it's, the subs are meant for close, tight corners, stuff like that. So, you have to change your playstyle when you use a sub. You can't just be running around with, like an ASM-1 in Advanced Warfare and just hitting kids across the map with that thing. So, it actually matters what you're using in this and how to, and what maps are what and what guns you use because, you have to play smart when you use certain subs. And I mean, like I said before, the Razorback was a laser beam and a distance maker, but they did tone it down a lot. So when I got my hands on the Xbox One beta, first thing I went for was the Razorback, and it wasn't what it was like before. So definitely had to switch it up. So on that note, another thing, which is the eighth thing on my list, Safeguard. And this is the gameplay we're watching right now. I go 47-11, and this is my first Safeguard map entirely in the Black Ops 3, the Black Ops 3 game. The game mode Safeguard, it's unique. The first thing I thought of when I heard about Safeguard was if anybody played SOCOM back in the day, SOCOM had a game type called Escort, or it had hostages and you had to escort them to one side of the map, and this is what I thought it was going to be like. But what it is basically is you get a robot, and it starts on one side of the map, which you can see right here. They're protecting, and I'm trying to destroy it. You have to protect it, and you got to get it from one side of the map. In order to get the robot to move, basically you have to be within, like, I'd say about 2-3 feet of the robot. If you're away from the robot, it doesn't move on its own. You literally have to escort this robot to get across the map. It's fun because it forces the team who are defending the robot play pretty tactical. You have to have people pushing to clear way. You have to have somebody escorting the drone, and you really can't camp with the thing. So it's kind of a little bit easier for the offensive team to get kills and stuff, but the game type is close. I've been in quite a few Safeguard maps, and shout out to my boy Andy. We had a pretty intense Safeguard maps. We basically literally got to ties to where it was overtime 2-2. It came down to the wire, but Safeguard's a good game type. These are just some of the things that I thought were pros. There is a little bit more, but they're just little minor things that I liked. But on that note, this game's over. Like I said, I went 47-11. I will come out with a con video. There's some things I don't like about this game. So everybody, it's been fun talking to you. Make sure you subscribe and you smash the thumbs up video. Leave a comment on what you think. And I will see you probably in the next day or two, maybe hopefully tomorrow, with a video discussing the things I didn't like about this game. So on that note, we'll see ya.